Anita, what did you make of England in that first half performance?
Yeah, I think England started positively. They're front-footed. They had a lot of the ball, dominated possession. I think over 70% of the time they had the ball. They're getting into the final third, but now it's a bit of the cutting edge and clinicalness I think that they've been missing.
I think that Ghana very organised at the back. Obviously, if they could play out a little bit more technical ability to get themselves out, I think they'll be causing problems. But England have had some chances where I think that they could have done a lot better with the chances that they've had.
Let's get into the England goal, shall we? Lucia Kendall, a special night for her first England goal, Anita.
Yeah, it's a fantastic bit of play from her. You see her in the midfield, pick up the ball, and she finds the switch here, which allows England to build an overload on the left-hand side of 2v1 on the full-back. She makes a poor decision. Chloe Kelly picks up the ball, but look how she hangs off the back of the midfielder's shoulder, and she's the first to react off a poor mistake from the Ghana defender. But what's so good is the timing of her run, that she plays off a pass and she's thinking, can I get forward, can I get myself in the box, and maybe I get on the end of something. And she does here. She's off the back of Jennifer Cujo, and as the ball pops out to her, it's an easy, comfortable tap in.
Obviously the defender can't sort her feet out, but I like the pass from Taylor Hines. Taylor Hines' pass puts the speed into that, which then drags the fullback out, and then obviously Chloe Kelly with her ball in is a fantastic pass, and really good from Lucia Kendall to be getting in the box, because she's somebody, I only think she needs to add goals to her game now. She seems to be getting in the box very naturally, and she'll get goals like that all her career if she can keep getting in there like that.
England have had their chances, haven't they, Anita? But do you think they haven't been ruthless enough?
Yeah, I do.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, we both agree on that.
She has to score that.
That's a
you have to
ball, right, into the box.
I think, because like what happens with this, there's enough pace on the ball, and I think that Chloe's just trying to get this off her boot. She's put a little bit too much on it for me. She's just got to let that hit the boot, because it's actually coming in pretty quick. So I think that's a really good chance that she should do better with. Too much space afforded to her here, but once I think this might be the Jess Park. I'm not sure which one that was. It was just great ball. Okay, thanks for that, guys. And here, this is another good chance. I think she's got to do better with that. She's taking it with her left foot. She's not going to get the power with the way the ball's coming in. She needed to really whip that in with the right foot. If you watch it now, it's coming across her. Whip that in with the right foot to get the power, because she's opened her body with the left foot. She can't get the power on it.
But what is positive is the numbers that England get into the box and the positions they're finding themselves in the box there. On the last one, and Aggie Beaver-Jones probably should do better there. But they're getting into the right positions. They are disrupting the Ghana defence. It's just finding that clinical quality at the end of it.
On Ghana then, how impressed have you been with them?
I've been really impressed. We've got to remind ourselves they're 67th in the world according to the FIFA rankings. And I think they've shown up here, they've been brave, they've got into duels, they've been compact when they needed to be, but they've not been afraid to actually get stuck in and try and, unsettle England and put a challenge in. And they've recovered really well in moments as well to defend.
OK, so England currently 1-0 up at the break against Ghana. Lucia Kendall, what a special night for her, and Sarina Wiegman very happy as well. She gets her first England goal. Such a bright talent. Lucia Kendall putting England 1-0 up. More reaction and discussion coming next. What a bright talent.
Yeah, I think that if we're going to be totally honest, out of the two games, she's probably been the bright spark of the two games. Obviously, the China game was a bit easy, but this one, and her coming in, and when she played in her debut, how she just was like so natural in the role. And again, I mentioned to her about scoring goals. I'm sure it's something she'll want to bring into her game, but every other aspect of her game, she's got it. She seems to have it as a midfielder.
Yeah, Anita, let's look at some of her analysis, shall we? Because she has just seemed to fit into that midfield really well.
Yeah, and there was no doubt about that, because the way she's able to, she has the vision to pick out passes, but now she has the ability to run forward, get herself in the box and get herself in a position where she can get on the end of opportunities and chances. And that was a clinical finish for, 1-0 that set the team and the tempo of them trying to create and go forward. Again, what I've always enjoyed about Lucia is the way she finds space. She's so good at picking up pockets of space to try and get on the ball and maybe get a shot off, but she's also a threat from set pieces.
Yeah. And again, what you see about it is, like, for somebody who doesn't, like I say, score goals, she's picking up them nice little pockets, slipping in balls, but she wants to shoot. She's in a situation where just then she get an opportunity, she'll try and shoot, and this is something that I think is brilliant for her.
Yeah, Sarina's really credited her consistency, and you feel as though these kind of performances, back where it all began here at Southampton, will give her huge confidence going forwards.
Oh, undoubtedly, you know, to get player of the match on your debut is incredible. To continue that level of consistency in the performance and the confidence to show that against different opposition. She's also playing with different types of players around her as well in these games. Is really credit to her and her mentality, but also the way she's applied herself in these matches.
OK, shall we take a look at the second goal in terms of Alessia Russo with the penalty? First of all, do you think it should have been a penalty, Anita?
Yeah, I think in reflection it was, but, you know, initially I was thinking, oh, that's a bit harsh, you know, the defenders comfort Yeboah's in the box there, just trying to shift her body across to get in the way, and as she makes that movement, her arm comes away from her body, and you see here the contact on her left arm. That I think in the end makes the decision clear for the referee.
It was. I was thinking it was, oh my gosh, not another miss. I thought it was a terrible miss, but then it made sense once you saw how close it was to the line. That it was definitely a penalty. Leslie's not missing there.
And really well taken from Alessia as well.
Yeah, fantastic penalty from her. She's not the usual penalty taker. Obviously, Georgia Stanway, if she's on the pitch, is usually there. But Alessia Russo's, you know, our top goal scorer for England. So you expect nothing less than for her to be clinical in those moments.
So that was Alessia Russo's 27th England goal. I mean, to cap off a brilliant year for her, winning the Champions League with Arsenal and also winning the Euros as well as being in the Ballon d'Or list. I mean, it's been quite the year for Alessia Russo.
You know, her performances for me the last 2 years has really just seen in every game they've just gone up and up. She's a link-up play, finishing, everything what she does, her running off the ball, her unselfishness. You know, she's turned into a total, like, refined number 9. She's brilliant for us.
Yeah, she's such a humble player. I think she doesn't really big herself up at all for the work rate that she puts into the team, her running off the ball, her ability to hold up play as well, and she was really deserving of that goal.
OK, right, time for a quick break now. More reaction to come as we'll be hearing from the England manager, Sarina Wiegman, as she ends the year on a high. All of that coming next. Hello.
Hi.
How was that, and how much did you learn from a performance like that?
Well, actually, I had hoped we had scored more. I think if we would have taken the chances better, I think it should have been more than this. So I was actually a little bit frustrated, but also, of course, it's hard for the team too. So we played a lot of new other players, and of course we know as individuals are really good, but you have to find these connections again. And I think if we should have scored earlier, that would have made it a little bit easy for the team too. So happy, but the goal from Lucia was, of course, I was so funny. She was so happy, and a good moment for her, and she was really alert, and she celebrated as it was a Champions League final.
What do you think Jess Park's best role and position is in this England team?
I think on the sides at the moment. We also know she can play on the 10 position. But she has played a lot of, this whole season actually on the right side as an inverted winger too. So I wanted to give that opportunity to her today and play her there. Also then at moments, of course, on the left side. And so she felt comfortable to also with how this camp our dynamics in the team were with the midfielders and the strikers.
Can I say about Anna Morehouse just quickly, because she had 2 games and she didn't really get as tested as you may have seen. Have you seen enough in training and everything what you see with Anna? She could probably get another chance at some stage. Yeah,
we know her really well, and she has waited for this moment for so long, so she was so happy. And I think, of course, she didn't get to do that much. That one moment when they were called offside, she stopped that ball, so that was good. And a couple of moments in the build, she stayed really calm and played out, and that one ball on Lucy Bronze was just really good to skip players. Yes, she wasn't challenged more than that, but she did what she had to do.
Nice.
Sarina, thank you ever so much for your time.
Thank you.
Nice to end the year on a high as well. What a year it has been. Also, you're getting a lot of love for your coat, which I love. Very, very nice. I love that it's gold. You win Euros, so that's allowed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So England end their homecoming series with a win, a fairy tale moment for Lucia Kendall. Next stop, the World Cup qualifiers. We'll see you again in March. Thanks so much for watching.
Alessia, congratulations on tonight, and the final word of 2025 went to you.
I mean, I don't see it like that. I mean, we've had a good camp, we've built on a lot, and we're really looking forward to going into the next few years. I think yeah, you can tell it's a bit of a New England. We say it after almost every cycle, but we've got lots of youngsters, more making their debuts this camp, so I think it's a really exciting time.
What did you make of Ghana tonight? A bigger test than China, perhaps?
Yeah, they posed a completely different threat. They were really good. They put on a really good show and made it really difficult for us, and I think that's what we want in these games pre-World Cup and pre-qualifiers, is we want to test ourselves against lots of different playing styles, and we definitely got that tonight.
What have you personally got from these fixtures, this homecoming tour at the back end of the year?
Well, firstly, it's nice to come and be able to celebrate with our fans and play in front of our fans because, yeah, they travel a whole lot for us and they're really important to us. But also, we're just constantly building. I think when you have friendlies and you have camps where you kind of have time, you can train a bit more, but you can also try new things, try new relationships, and I think that we've seen that over the past few camps. And, yeah, like I said, it's really exciting time to be a part of England.
And you know about the pathway under 23s making its way through to the seniors, about Lucia Kendall's moment tonight.
Yeah, she's brilliant. She's come straight into the team and it's like she's been here for years. I think she's brilliant. She's got so much quality and wants to learn off the other girls as well in midfield. So, yeah, she's brilliant. And that I always say sometimes in football there's meant to be moments, and I think that was it for her tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.